cemetery Beautee. We're here to visit the cemetery and it's looking good. Maybe this need a little bit of trimming, but not much work. So the reason why I haven't got to visit the cemetery this much this year, yes, I'm still trying to do my best to be out here every day. My grandmother's been going through a lot, and it's very hard to talk about because she has, like, I don't want to quite say it, but personal health issues, and I've been helping my grandmom with my family. I love her so much and I love her so dearly, and I will do anything for her. And yes, there's been heat wave after heat wave, so that didn't help as well to visit out here during the summertime. So I do miss being out here once a week. I love being in the cemetery, obviously. If I could, I would spend the whole day here and just sit in here and just hang out, clean the headstones. And I'm very grateful that the township does let me take care of the cemetery for 7 years. And yes, last year was rough as well, and this year is rough as well. There's a street. But otherwise than that, I just love being out here. This cemetery's been here since the 1800s. Some were born like in 1855 and passed away at 1956. And the other one was born in 1868 and passed away at the age of, or the year 1932. Sometimes I wonder, like, what were they like? Only if I can have a conversation with every single one of them and talk to my great grandparents that are buried in here as well. Like, how did they all get along? How did they cope? Obviously, what would they think of the town now and how town was back then? Because, like, everything changed since the time frame. And of course, especially the ones that was born in around the 1800s and grew up to, like, saw, like, in the 50s and stuff, like, how much the town has changed. And that's how I feel, like, what would they think about our town now? These headstones right here, you weren't able to see them because they were actually covered with a whole bunch of yuccas and overgrown. So we didn't know there was like 3 headstones underneath here. So obviously Walter was a firefighter, and their son Frank and his wife. So the father lived for a very long time. His son must have passed away at a young age. There are Civil War and prior American Revolution as well in here as well that fought in the wars. So everyone that dedicated their lives to becoming a policeman, fireman, serving in the wars or anything in their lifetime, thank you guys very much. We all greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. This is my great-grandfather, John W. Casey. This is Nana Emma Gilbert Casey. So I don't know what her middle name is, but it starts with the C. This is my great aunt. Her name is Margaret Casey. She passed away like at the, I think, 15. So I don't know why she passed away so young at that time. So obviously she had to been born somewhere in the, what would you say, like, I don't know, 1800s, so probably maybe somewhere in the somewhere in the 1900s. I don't have my ancestry, and we can't read her headstone, unfortunately. So yeah, I eventually want to get everybody's photo from the cemetery. I have met families that do have family members in here as well. This is at first, like, you couldn't see the headstones over here, underneath here, because there's branches, and the neighbor around here cut down the branches for us, so now we can see their headstone, which is very nice. Then this is my great-grandmother and great-grandfather. William Mayer served, and his son, which is my uncle, they served in the Civil War. I'm not sure if William served in the American Revolution War. This is my great-grandmother, Rosalina. I just don't know how to say her last name, but they came from Germany, so obviously they had to come, I don't know what exact year, but somewhere in the 1800s. Oh, there's bees in the tree, so we're not going to get close to the tree. So there's two headstones underneath the bush, so what they do is, like, the neighbor will trim around the bush to keep that maintenance. So the ones that have been helping me out with the cemetery, of helping me take care of it, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And that's one of my favorite headstones. Mary, a wife of John. I just do not know how to pronounce his last name. Too soon.
Shillen wine. Shillen wine.
Shillen wine. That's a nice last name. You don't hear that last name very much.
It sounds like German, probably.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yes, it does.
And you do have German ancestors here.
Yeah, there are German, England, a bunch of mix. And there's over 600 people buried in the cemetery. This is my fourth great-grandfather, Isaac Laconey. He passed away in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, but he was married to Gertrude. Now I just can't remember her maiden name, but the last child that they had together, she passed away while giving birth to the child, so he remarried. There's Anne, so which will be my step aunt or half aunt, and Elsa is my
Lois.
Lois, that is my step grandmother. So I wonder what they were like. Now, I just remember making a promise to Isaac saying that I will come out here and take care of the cemetery, and I'll still be out here as long as I can walk and move and breathe. I'm gonna be out here till I can't do it no more. I mean, like when I'm not here, physically not here anymore. But if my soul stick around, I'm pretty sure my soul will come back to the cemetery in my afterlife. But I'm grateful that I get to be here and take care of the cemetery and get to learn the history and everybody in here. And like, I can't imagine. They did cut out 2 trees. One from last year. But I can't imagine like how far the cemetery came, because everything was like overgrown. Like you couldn't see nothing. Like some of the headstones you could not see the plots. Obviously some of the poles are coming down, which is unfortunately. These are the other mayors, so they might be related. Well, obviously they have to be cousins on the line somewhere. Or uncles or aunts, I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my tree. But it wouldn't surprise me, because I remember seeing a Jacob. They also served in, it looks like, firefighter, Civil War. There's Freemasons in here as well. And these are my other great grandparents, and that is one of my either aunts or uncle, but yeah, I don't know who. I have to look to see who that one is. This one is Galilee Schaefer, and this is Christina Schaefer. I just don't know her maiden name. They're from Germany as well. But yes, I'm gonna try to do my best and get out here as much as I can and still be here as well. I want to say thank you guys for all watching. Thank you to the township for letting me still be here taking care of the cemetery as much as I can. And for 7 years, I will not change anything about it. And I'm just proud of every single one of you guys that helped me along the way. I love every. Thank you guys for watching the Beautee. Love y'all. Bye for now. Thank you guys for watching the Beautee. Love y'all. Bye for now.